live. You're on, but there's nobody on yet. So just give us a minute and people will come on. Yes, I mean, it is still going to be recorded, so don't like stick out your tongue or make funny faces or
don't pick my nose
or
anything.
yeah, nothing like that.
Okay, good to know.
Hello, ladies.
I had it and everything.
We are a little bit late today. Sorry about that. We've got one person. Hi, Julie.
Yay! Hi, Julie. Oh, they probably can't hear me, can they?
Well, if you're close enough, they can hear you.
All right.
So, yes. So, I have a guest here today, ladies.
Hello.
We're all the way up to 36. This is Jenny Kate.
This is exciting. Hi.
And she is here going to talk about some of the classes that she is going to do and really helping me out because I'm kind of here by myself today. So, this is great. And so, we are up to about 50 people.
All right. And I've been here before. It's not my first time.
No, I know. So you're got this down. You got this down, and you're very good in front of the camera.
I'm a ham, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
I'm a ham. Bit of a ham. Oh, she nodded in agreement. She
did
did not disagree. She did not disagree.
I did not. Okay, well, I mean, you
me.
kind of have to be to get on camera a little bit. I mean, and you've been on TV with the big sewing people, and that's nothing compared to me. I mean, I'm nothing compared to that. So this is just our little group here today. So, you know.
Little group. This is an awesome group. You've done, I mean, this is great, the loyalty and the camaraderie that you've developed here. It's really fantastic.
It is. It's really fun. We have a nice, very, very nice group of ladies who are very dedicated to us, and we're very lucky.
Yes.
So, what have you got to show us today?
Okay, all right. So I have 2 classes that are coming up this week. I like to get in beforehand, but just life.
Life has been crazy lately, yes.
So the first one is a color workshop. It's called Color Courage, and it's going to be at the Thornton location, and it is on Friday from 10 to 1. So think Thornton. Okay, Thornton is where we're going to do this one next time. And this is just one of the exercises.
Okay.
So the point of this one is, I mean, if you look at this, Elaine, what color is that flower?
Fuchsia.
Okay, fuchsia. And what else?
Purple.
And?
White.
And?
Burgundy.
Yes.
What else? Green.
We got green.
Yes.
We got yellow.
Yes.
And limey green.
Yes.
And all kinds of other colors that are in there. You've got yellow, really light yellow in there. And the point of this exercise is to help you see what color does. So when we look at a flower, we say, okay, I'm going to make a rose, and I'm going to do red, and then I'm going to do green for the stems. We're missing all the other things that color does.
I see.
Yes. So we work at that. I'm not going to give you UFOs. This is not a UFO class. You won't leave with something that you have to finish. So we work with 2-inch squares to match the things in there. And that's for this particular exercise. But there are other exercises, and we also do a little bit of a shop exploration where we go around and we audition fabric. And I show you...
Fabulous.
I know. I show you my techniques that I've learned from working with quilt shops, helping people pick out fabric. I'm a professional. And we go through and we audition fabric and we talk about what goes with what and what looks good, and you kind of develop your own color eye. The point of this is to learn to see how color works, to learn what you like, to let go of maybe some rules that are holding you back, but to give you courage the next time you're going to go pick out.
Fabulous. Yes.
Yeah. So you can do it on your own. You don't.
They can't hear you, so I'm gonna get a little closer to you. Actually, here, I'm gonna give you my microphone. Where is it?
Step on up to the microphone. All right, I will hold the microphone. Do I need to read? Can you hear me now?
They'll tell me.
Wait a second. Okay, all right.
So this week you're having the class in Thornton.
Thornton.
You are having it here in Littleton in the month of March.
I think so.
But I can't tell you what day.
I have to check the exact. Oh, we do have the calendar. Oh, isn't that awesome when you have the calendar?
My alarms are showing.
It's the
March. That's what I call it.
It's the 15th, March 15th.
March 15th. It's a Saturday
at the Littleton location.
And this week on Friday in Thornton.
Yes. So, okay. All right.
So we have plenty of options to sign up for this.
Yes. And, oh, if you're going to sign up for it too, jump in and check the supply list. I do have an optional kit available, but there are some things that you need to get ready so that when you come to class, you're ready to go.
Fabulous.
Okay. The next thing that I have is what I call quilting basics. This workshop is perfect for beginners. I take you through cutting, precise cutting, good pressing, good piecing, 1/4 inch seam allowances, putting stuff together, adding little borders. We go through all of that with this project.
Fabulous.
This is also really good if you have started quilting yourself and you're kind of like, I might be missing something, right? I mean, you've watched 8,000 YouTube videos, but you might be missing those little details, and I can share them with you. So if you just need a refresher as a quilter, or, you know, catch some tricks or something like that, this is a great one. It's quilting basics, and we're going to make a log cabin and really simple pocket border, you know, pocket binding is what I mean to say. Pocket binding, and I teach you how to do the whole thing start to finish. It is Saturday, this Saturday, the 15th, what's the date? This Saturday?
We are already to the 22nd of the
It's the
month,
22nd, February 22nd for this one. Like I said, it's great for beginners. It's great for quilters that might need a refresher, or I keep having problems with thus and such a thing, and I can definitely help you out with that.
Okay.
So that's
and
what
then next month you're gonna kind of continue this series, but it's
I
not
am.
a progressive series.
Correct.
So
It's
you can sign up for one class, or you can sign up for 2 classes,
right.
or on and on and on.
Yes.
So, and it is in March. Her second one, her next one will be on the same date, March 22nd.
And it's going to be about triangles. Maybe matching the points
Okay.
and triangles, because
And we'll get
the point is the point.
After Saturday, we'll put up a new picture of what the class will be.
Yes.
And again, this is Jenny K. Parks.
Hello.
So,
Our friend.
and I
Yes, hi,
will get
Patrick.
I will get the
How much those are? They're not in the system anymore. The sewing version.
just do like $5.
What a deal.
I will get my microphone back, ladies. So
Okay.
don't worry about that.
Okay.
You'll be able
Yes.
to hear me when it's my turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything else?
Any other questions? I don't think that they have any other questions.
I'm here for you. If you
Okay.
do you want me to do the joke? You're saying you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
didn't have a joke.
I didn't get a joke.
Okay.
So Jenny's going to do the joke.
Okay,
first.
I have the joke. Why do chicken coops have 2 doors?
I don't know.
Because if they had 4 doors, it'd be a chicken sedan. I'm sorry. I'm really okay. I'll see myself out now.
Yeah, you know. I should have checked with this. No, I'm kidding. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And
you guys.
yes, you got one left. You got 2. No, now they're coming in. They're coming in strong now. So, whoop! Oh gosh, I dropped my microphone down my shirt. Yikes!
You need me to hold that way.
Nope, got it.
All right.
All right, ladies. So,
Thank
you. We are going to work on the Happy Hues quilt today. Now, I am not going to promise that we will get all of block 1 completed today. So we may have a block 1 part A and part B, but let's see how far we get with it. But just a couple of other announcements. Let's see what else we have going on. So don't forget that I am doing my By Annie Pocket Packers class on Friday, and it is a virtual. So here is the project. Let me lay it down and step a little farther away. So you've got your pockets in the front with 2 zippers, and then you're going to have your pocket in the back with 1 big zipper backing, and it's just going to be a fun class. Now, I still have the supply list for the bowl class is up there now. I still have a couple kits left for this class if you would like to if you'd like to sign up for this. I still have a couple of kits left. I may have to make a couple of substitutions on zippers, so just let me know. And your quilt kit should be going out. The quilt, today's quilt is from Accuquilt, but we will talk about that in a minute. So I do have a winner for today. This is going to get a little really cute little basket getting ready for St. Patrick's Day, and this is going to Jan Hadley. Congratulations, Jan. And then I do have a couple of manager specials today. Get my calendar out of the way. So this is, there's only one of these, and this is a little charm that can be put on a bag or a quilt or whatever you would like to put it on. And this is from Riley Blake, and it's a little apple. It's very, very cute. I only have one, and the regular price of this is $12.99, and we're going to sell it for $5.99, so that's more than 50% off. So just put on their apple charm, and that will be for you. And then I also have a Accuquilt die for today. So I have the Go Big Bowl Cozy, and this is the large cozy. We opened this and used it for our beginning sewing class and our kids class, and everybody loved making these bowls. And this one is so easy to cut everything on your Go Big. And this one is going to be at 30% off. So the regular price is $129.99. And I have it at 30% off, which makes it just $91. So just under $100. $91. And so the first person I saw for the charm is Darla. And then we'll just... and Linda Caldwell wants the cozy. Okay, so I will get those taken care of for you. Let me put these out of the way. We were a little miscombobulated here today, as a lot of people came in right before live. And so Patrick was going to hold my phone, but then he got caught up with some customers. So again, we're going to do, I promised that all of you I would do the Happy Hues quilt. And so then on the website, you will see that there is cutting instructions, there's fabric requirements, and there's cutting instructions for Accuquilt cutting and for regular not die cutting, but regular rotary cutting. So you don't have to have the Accuquilt cutter for this project, but it's certainly going to make it easier. So I'm going to show you how to use the Accuquilt here and cut my pieces. Now, what I've done from the instructions, let's see if I can get this set up right here. So the instructions are really very, very good. Hold on. I'm fighting with the, there we go. Fighting with the stand here. So I am using my electric Go Big here, and the instructions are very, very good. So as you read these instructions, it's going to tell you how to pre-cut your pieces to make it easier to put into the die cutter. Now, do you have to pre-cut these sizes? No, you don't have to. It's a guideline for you to use the cutter more efficiently and have less waste, but you can do it any way you would like to. So in the instructions, it's going to tell you what colors to cut. So my first cut is going to be 4 different colors: light purple, light pink, light yellow, and light turquoise. And it's telling me to subcut these into a 3 3/4 inch square. Do I have to be perfect on that? No, because I'm going to be recutting these with my die cutter. So it's also going to tell me that what I need to cut is one triangle of each color, and I need to use shape 5. And then it's also going to have an A here. So these are my fabric A's. So I have gone ahead and pre-cut these, and I have definitely marked this. So I have used the new alpha clips to cut my A's and to clip my A's, but you certainly can use pinnables. You can use the gypsy quilter pins that are all lettered, but I absolutely recommend using them. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and find my shape A, and this is all done from an 8-inch cube. This is what the instructions are written for. It doesn't mean that you cannot use a different size cube. It's just your fabric requirements are going to be a little bit different. And if you're using stash, then you're fine. If you are buying a kit from me, the kits can be either with the black background or the white background, and they are going to be all based on this 8-inch mix and match cube. Okay, so here's my die number 5. It's going to make a half square triangle 2-inch finished. So this is what it's going to look like on top. And I'm just going to take all 4, well, let's see how I can do this. All 4 of my pieces. I'm just going to hold it with my fingers here. And I'm going to have to lay it down. Sorry, maybe they can see it. Lay it down. I'm getting old.
In other words, shut up, Patrick.
So I'm having trigger thumb.
Oh, are you really? Oh,
yes, and if it bends, I am about in tears trying to bend it back. So I have been to the doctor. They said to take some anti-inflammatory, and that the best thing I could do is tape it, and then we'll gonna see from there what happens. Yeah, I'm not too confident about that, just the inflammatory, because I'll tell you what, it's really hard to not have a thumb, especially my right thumb. Well,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, I really wasn't going to go into this, but I have all this pain up in here, and I'm sure lots of you ladies, they're probably all commenting on this, because, yeah, it's not fun. Rotary cutting is hard.
Yeah, I bet.
Everything is. Okay, so I've placed my 4 pieces on my cutter, placed my mat on top of it, and I'm just going to slide it on through here.
So, what cutter was it? Janice wanted to know. Yeah.
It's the electric Go cutter, but you don't have to have the electric. You can use the hand one. You can even use the baby one with this, because these blocks are 6 inches, so that would even work.
And is it the 8-inch cube?
It is the 8-inch cube.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to pull the trash away and throw it over there, and we'll have our triangles.
Look at it, even the dog ears are cut.
They are. It's fabulous. Okay, all right, we're going to set that aside. I think I only need 4 of these, so I'm going to put my A clip back on these. Ow, ow, ow. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I need my B fabric. Where's my B fabric? Oh, B fabric is over here. And I need my 2-inch, or my number 2 die. So this one actually has 4 pieces on it. So we're going to have 4 little squares here, but I only need 1 square of each one of these colors. So I've got just cut enough to cover 1 of the squares. I'm hoping they can see this.
Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and pick the phone up.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold it on this side.
Okay, so look at this blue one is a little bit shorter than what they told me to cut it, so I'm just going to put that one on first and place it over the 1 square. And put my mat on top of this, and I'm going to slide this through. Here.
This is how to cut with the trigger thumb.
Yes, it's great.
Yes.
This is exactly why people with arthritis should buy this machine.
That's right.
Okay, and then we're going to throw away, really look at that much scrap, please.
Yeah.
that's not wasting. And then show them that I have the
Yeah,
die
I was gonna
catcher
say, you've got
here.
the die catcher too, which is really cool.
It really is
so that die
nice.
catcher actually just sits on the end of it, and it catches the dies as they come through. Hence
That's
the
right.
name.
That's right. Okay, so I'm going to re-ticket those one, my B's, and my next instructions are going to tell me to do my background fabrics. Now mine is black, yours could be white, and the first piece that we need to cut is two 14-inch squares. I'm not cutting those today. You can't cut those on a Go Big. You'll just cut those later, and we probably won't get to sew those today anyway. So just follow the
Are you just
instructions
starting
on that.
school, by the way?
I am just starting. Today is our first
the
day.
first day?
It is the
I feel
first
so
day.
honored.
Yes,
That's
it
good.
is. Okay, so now we're going to use our D fabric, and we're going to use our shape number 4.
Barb, we are definitely going to do that this year.
Okay.
Barb, Abby wanted to do a arthritis foundation fundraiser
Oh.
with the Go company.
Well,
Just
here we
because.
go.
That's right. See, we're
So
starting already.
So the doctor says to me
We're
yesterday.
starting.
It's funny. This is funny. He says to me yesterday, okay, well, I'm going to give you this blah, 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 and we're going to get an x-ray and da-da-da-da-da. I said, great. Thumbs up to that.
Thumbs up is right. That's perfect.
He laughed. He thought it was funny.
Evelyn, we do have the electric cutters in. We just got them in, actually. So
We did.
We just got a shipment of them in yesterday.
Okay, so our D fabric is going to be cut into 4 quarter square triangles, and
Cool.
these are 4-inch finished. Okay.
And are they? What was I going to ask? Oh, do you have a kit for this? That's what
I do. I have a kit, and the color will all be the same, but you can pick either the black for your background or white.
Let's pick the black. It's awesome.
It really is
Look at how
awesome.
beautiful that quilt is. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It doesn't even have all the borders on it yet. I haven't gotten to it.
No,
Yeah.
It's really, really pretty. And today we're doing the center block. Is that
We are going to get as much done on the center. I will tell you, I am having an in-store class also, and we got about halfway through the center block. So
Okay.
because we're doing the cutting in class here today, I'm not going to guarantee that we're going to get the whole center done. So we may have a part A and a part B.
There you go. That'll work.
Okay, so in this this shape, they want us to cut 12 of these D's. So you've got 4 on this die. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one layer, and then I'm going to fan fold over a second one. So 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is going to be 12. I'm going to put my
Piece of cake.
mat on here, and I'm just going to leave this. It's fine. And I'm going to slide this through. So remember, you can do 6 layers of fabric in this cutting system.
And that just is all 12 pieces in one little go.
In one cut.
That's why they call it go.
That's what they do. Again, how much trash do I have? None. And I've got all 12 of my triangles.
Yeah, this is awesome. And yes, Evelyn, we will do that. In fact, I think we had one sent down, so I'll just have it put aside for you.
Okay, so D is going back on there. Now I need an E, and I need 8 E's, and that is going to be in the
Great years.
in the die number 2. So look it, I get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Elaine didn't even get my joke.
No, I'm trying to concentrate here and get through this because we're at this rate we're going to have no sewing done. But maybe that's okay. We'll just cut today.
That's good.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Oh, you said 8 D's. And I said
Oh.
80s was a very good decade.
Ah!
Funny.
Yes, you're funny. I wish I had a scissor right here. Very funny. Okay,
So you did a double fold.
I did a double fold,
All right.
and that's going to give me 8. And I just went from the other end because I forgot to bring a scissor over here to cut all that mess off.
I know, Linda. I was so mad. Both Elaine and I got left home.
And Celeste.
Yeah, Celeste got left home too.
And we're the one who teaches Bernina. Kind of ironic, huh?
We both got training in Vegas. In Chicago.
Come on, we left really early. Okay, so these are our E's. Okay, so we're going to put that aside. And now we have to do an F. And
How
we
much
only
is the
need
fabric kit, by the way?
$160.
160.
$160.99.
Okay, and that gives you enough to make
Oh,
the whole top.
the whole top.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So
Sorry,
160,
I didn't mention
Janice
that.
is the fabric kit.
Okay, so make sure you're just reading your instructions. So we're on to pieces F, and we only need one F, and that's going to be our center here, and this is die number 6. And let me get my F fabric here. So F and G are going to be the same.
I like your little clips.
I love these clips.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
Awesome. Yeah.
And we only need one of these, so I'll just do it right like this.
Yes, Cheryl was back to help yesterday, Lori. That made us happy. Hopefully she had fun.
Who's that?
Cheryl.
Oh, yeah. She had a good day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. I wanted her to be here today, too, but she couldn't be here today.
That's what happens when you're retired.
I know.
You don't
Okay,
choose.
so there's F, and now we're going to cut our G's, and those are going to be shape 5.
So Linda, that was Jenny K. Parks, and she is an instructor we have who teaches locally, and she does some really fun stuff with quilting. She's got her own quilt company, and you need to take one of her classes. They're really good.
She's very good.
Yes, she is.
Okay, so I need 8 triangles here. So I'm going to, and this has 2 on it, so I'm going to fold it over 4 times. 1,
It gives you a good little lesson in folding fabric, too.
2, 3,
Yes, Patty, those
4.
clips are very well worth it. We'll get some put aside for you.
And also your math. And if you can't do the math, we can always call Allison since she's a math
That's
teacher.
good. That'll work. So look at the clips. They all have the little letters on them. So A through what? Is it A through Z?
A through Z plus some numbers.
Do they really? Wow.
But I can't remember all the numbers. Maybe probably through 10. Okay, so here are my 8.
Barb wants to know, does it matter the grain of fabric or the
You know,
direction on the...
You know, Accuquilt always says it does matter, but I have never paid attention to it, and I've never had any troubles.
Oh, really?
Ever.
Okay.
No. Okay, so G. Now we're going to go on to H, and this definitely has the most cutting of any month. Okay, so now H tells us we need a dark yellow, a dark purple, a red, and a dark turquoise. So here are my colors. I should have ironed
You know,
that one.
Linda, I am not on a mic, and that's the reason that you can't hear me. Elaine is on the mic, and normally she does these by herself, but I sort of hijacked her camera.
I like having you hijack the camera.
That's good. You have another mic?
I do have another mic.
Maybe I'll go grab it.
Okay.
Where is it?
Okay, so this is 3. And why don't you just push this through and I'll go get it since it's going to be really hard for me to explain.
Okay.
Why don't we do that? You can
Good,
do
I
that.
get to help.
You get to do it.
That means I made the quilt. This is my contribution to this beautiful quilt. You guys really can't hear me because Elaine's over there with a microphone.
Yeah, but why doesn't the phone work?
Because I think it's plugged in. Oh, I forgot to do the trick.
Okay.
Am I better? Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Barely any scraps.
Okay.
Now they're probably going to say, shut up, Patrick.
Yeah. Oh, where'd my clip go for this one? Here it is. H.
H. Good job.
I know, because it's very confusing if you don't have your clips. And now we need to do 4 triangles in the same colors with shape 5.
So is this an actual Accuquilt quilt?
It is.
It is. Oh, cool.
It is.
And you know, that's another thing about Accuquilt is they've got a ton of these quilts that are free on their website, which is really, really cool.
Okay, so in this one, I need 4 of each color. So I've got 2 yellows.
That's 4.
Well, it'll give me 4.
Yes, it will.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can count on our fingers.
And I was going to say, I didn't even need Allison's help with that one.
2 purples. She does get a little irritated with me sometimes. She did tell me one time I gave her this math problem of cutting fabric. How much fabric do I need if it's this wide and this many da da da? And she was like, "That's really hard."
Yeah, really.
Okay, I put 8 on there.
I was going to say, I'm just going to ask you about that, because that's a lot of fabric.
Let's
if this makes
give it a try.
I am going to be so impressed. 8 layers, everybody. I know, exactly.
Better work.
Look at that. Wow.
There
No
we
way.
go.
Wow, that was awesome.
All right.
The suspense was killing me. You did that like crazy.
Well, I gave it some juju, you know.
Yep.
This is my eyes.
You know, I'll ask Elaine about these microphones, because they're pretty cool. If you guys can hear that well, that's awesome. They said we
And
need
this
to get
is
them in
one
order.
more cut. We need to do a J. And our J is going to be shape number 6, which I believe is our square. And we've got different colors here.
This is the first real demo we've ever done on the Accuquilt on live, isn't it?
Well,
have you done it?
I mean,
have you done
we've
anything?
done it with more like the hat thing. I did that, some of that one, but those are not all just squares like this.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So we've got our dark blue, our
Well,
pink,
glad you found us, Deb. Yeah, that's always
pink, purple,
frustrating.
and orange. And we need 1 of each of these colors.
That was easy. And yeah, Nancy, the pre-cutting that Elaine did on this it was good, because you just cut them all the same size block, right? Or did you make them a little different?
No, they tell you in the instructions what size to make it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So now I'm going to tell you that, like on the very introduction cutting, they're telling you to cut a 10-inch square of pink. So this is what our 10-inch square of pink would look like.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't think you need to cut this, because then you're out of this, you're going to cut a 3 1/4 inch and a 3-inch. So you read the instructions through, and because you really don't need to cut this big of a piece, just cut your 3 1/4 and your 3 1/2 or whatever it was.
Yeah, there you go.
So, and I told my class that too. Okay, we're
So-
done cutting for today.
Yay.
Okay. The only things that we did not cut, because we just have this center square, is our first block. I did not cut these 14-inch. These are your 14-inch squares. It cannot be cut on the Accuquilt. You will have to use your ruler and your rotary cutter.
Okay.
And then you cut it on a diagonal.
Ah.
So you need 2 squares cut on the diagonal makes 4 triangles. Okay?
Patricia wanted to know, did you pre-cut it on the go, or did you use your rotary cutter?
I used my rotary cutter.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and again, this is the quilt we're making. This is the first in the series, so Elaine is just starting this quilt today. If you guys want to join in, the quilt kit is 169. 69.
Yep.
169 for this, and you get all of the fabric you need to make this beautiful, humongous giant quilt.
It's about an 81 by 81 once I get the last 2 borders on. Okay, so now we're coming over to our machine.
Yay.
And you got a chair?
I do.
Okay, so I'm using the Viking Accuquilt 97 today with my 1/4 inch foot.
It's such a beautiful machine, by the way.
I'll tell you what, it's so nicely.
Does it?
It
Yeah.
really, really does. Okay, and we're going to find our instructions, and we're going to start with our A's and our F. Now, the pictures are going to show this to you in the diagram. So the diagram 1 right here is showing you A's and F in the background here.
Perfect.
Okay, so we've got our 4.5 inch square here, and we're going to, and just watch what the color coordination says. So it's going to tell you to start by putting a light yellow, and these are our A's.
I must have missed your first question there, Linda, because I got your second comment and what dyes we will need. Oh, and what dyes will we need is what she said.
Okay, so for the total quilt, you need the 8-inch cube, you need a 1.5-inch strip, a 2-inch strip, and a 2.5-inch strip.
Perfect.
And I will, if you're ordering strips, just tell me, I can call you, because I'm not positive that I said the right ones. Okay, so we're going to take our A, we're going to lay this, our yellow lay.
I don't want to know what you just said there.
Don't even say anything. our yellow A, I'll say that a little slower. And with our 1/4-inch stitch, I need the foot pedal here, we're going to sew this on.
Don't want you to put your integrated dual feed on.
You want me to put it on?
It wants you to.
Oh. Cut. But I don't have to.
No, you don't. That's right.
And then on the opposite side, I am going to put my, which color am I going to put?
This is a humane cutter because it actually cuts the dog ears off before they can even feel it.
Oh, the lavender. And I did that backwards. Lavender first, yellow second. Doesn't matter. It's because they're going on opposite sides.
That's good.
Okay. And then I need to press this open. Not open. We're going to press it to the black. There are some that we're going to have to press open later.
Warm up, iron, warm up.
Yeah, fast.
You know.
Good enough. Okay. Watch your direction here. Okay, so this is the way it's laid out in my picture. Lavender, yellow. We're going to put the pink on this side.
Perfect.
Look how perfect that is.
It
I
is.
mean,
That's
look
like
at that.
that's what
Those
I
little
mean.
dog. I mean, it's
The
just
little doggies don't have any ears.
It's just
and
success.
Yeah, they're just all perfect.
Success.
Not even any. Rawr, 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 rawr.
Thank goodness. Okay, turquoise. And
Makes
again,
a cute little block.
look how it just lines up so perfect. And again, I'm going to show you exactly how to press with the little arrows. We'll press, I'm actually supposed to press them to the triangles, not to the center.
So it does give you pressing directions and everything.
It does.
Yeah, like I said, these instructions, are you going to have these posted, by the way?
They are posted.
They are posted, okay,
And they're
good.
posted for the Accuquilt cutting, and they're posted for rotary cutting.
Oh, really?
So you
Oh, cool.
can make
Okay.
this by rotary cutting. But why would you?
That's a good point.
Okay. All right. So here is my center square. We're just going to put this aside for a while. I'm done with my A and B clips, so I can put those aside. And now we're going to, again, refer to our diagram 2, and we're going to make our flying geese. So we're going to get our D pieces. There's our D. And we're also going to get our I pieces. Okay, here are our I pieces. I totally recommend you get these clips or letter your fabrics somehow.
That's good. That's good. Everybody loves the Accuquilt, by
Okay,
the way.
so we're
getting a
gonna
lot of positive reviews
place this on the table in front of us with the long side up. And then we're going to come in and we're going to find...
This is a different way of making flying ducks, isn't it?
Well, not really. I mean, it's sewn the same. It's just that everything is already cut for us. And we're going to come in and we're going to find a red eye. And we're going to lay it on the left side of our goose.
Of our goose.
Of our goose. And again, look how beautifully that lines up here.
And good, Sherry. I'm glad that worked out for you. That's easy when they're nice fixes like that. Yeah, this machine is quiet. It's nice.
This machine. Uh-oh, I hope I didn't do that wrong. Oops, this was supposed to be a dark purple. You know what? I'm going to put that one aside and we'll get that torn out. I boo-booed. And it does make a difference.
Does it? I was
Yes,
just
it
going to
does.
ask. So
Okay.
Are you going to do that later?
I'm going to have to tear that out and do it later.
Oh.
So, a dark purple. You need to start with a dark purple. You know, I almost went through and highlighted on my instructions, and I didn't have the time to do it. So, dark purple first, ladies, on the left-hand side. And then the red's going to go on the right-hand side. And it will make a difference. And I will show you, you'll see in the next step, why that makes a difference. Okay, just going to finger press this. Going to find my other red. And gentlemen, I don't know if there's any gentlemen. You do need to press this one out before you place the next piece on. And it actually is telling us to press this open. So let's come over here and press this open. We're going to use our woolly pressing bar. Open this seam and press.
Yay. Makes it so easy.
It does. It really, really does. And I will tell you, I resisted this for a long time.
No, did you?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm like, that.
And this makes life easy. We're all about making life easy.
Okay, remember to hold it with the straight across the top. Now we're going to put this red on this side.
Oh, perfect. So you have to do them. You do have to do.
You have
it in
to do this in order, and you'll see why.
Okay, let's. While you finish that, I'm going to go show them the quilt one more time.
Okay.
Okay, so today we are starting Elaine's beautiful quilt over here. And she is doing the center block today. This is the first part in this series, so you guys are just in time for those of you who want to join us. The kit is $169. It's an 81 by 81, and it's got all these beautiful fabrics in it. It is an Accuquilt. Accuquilt pattern that is free, so you can go onto our website and download it, and she's got it for both the Accuquilt cutter and the regular rotary cutter. She's got cutting instructions for both.
Okay, here is my first.
Good job. First little duck there.
Yep. And of course we want to get rid of our threads. Okay, our second one is going to be using our red, so I need to undo my red over here.
Oh, couldn't you just use that one?
Do what one? Use what one?
Just the one that you sewed, because you're going to do red first, right?
You're right. Oh, you're so smart.
Aren't you glad I'm around?
Yes.
You don't even have to unsew.
I don't, and I would have unsewed it and resewed it. Hey, I'm only human. Okay. Okay, make sure we had it going the right way. And then we're going to put a yellow on the other side.
Good job. Yeah, I don't know about that, Jane. I think I cause more problems than I solve.
You solved my problem.
Been so proud of me, Elaine. I did demo today. I did my own ironing, my own pressing. I
Ay. Okay, now we got a yellow here, and this is going to go on the left side. Just following my little diagrams right here.
Perfect.
Diagram 4. And how did your display board work?
What's that?
Your display
Yeah.
board?
Thank God it wasn't a complicated project.
No, because Kate always does her display
Oh,
board.
yes, she does. That's true. Exactly.
Yeah. That's an old story, I guess.
Yes, it is.
Old timer.
I've got my own version of my quilt board.
Okay.
So, Linda, they all get back. In fact, they're supposed to be landing about 3 o'clock. So I think they're back soon.
If they don't get delayed, you did hear about their delay, right?
Oh, no,
Getting out?
I heard how long were they delayed?
Like 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Oh, guess how long it took me to get back from Glenwood yesterday?
Oh, I don't even want to know. I heard it was just
brutal.
awful.
I mean, absolutely brutal. We left at 8 o'clock in the morning. I got back at 4:30.
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
Yeah, it was one of those drives.
Okay, turquoise on this side.
Perfect. By the way, did you give away your thing today?
I did.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Who won?
Jan Hadley.
Oh, yay. Good job, Jan.
Oh, we got your, if she's still on, we have her Fab 5 also.
Super Fab 5. Just like to say that.
I know you do. Okie doke. There we go.
Yeah, Linda, you can only see so many strip shows before they get old.
Page 2. Actually, it says 3.
Page 3.
3. Okay, so we got a turquoise now. It's going to go on the left. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh. We got caught under there.
Yep. It's fine.
It looks perfect.
It's fine.
Don't even need to unsew. That Kiwi workstation works out good too, doesn't it?
It is so good. It's so great. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to put a purple, dark purple, on the next side. Okay, let's get this pressed. And then we're going to see our center come together here.
Oh, wow, that's a bummer, Linda.
How are we doing on time? We may only get this far today. This is where my Insta class left. So let's get this remarked. This was my D, and the other ones were my I's. Okay, let's get these little hairs trimmed off here. Not hairs, but the reds. And here's my centerpiece.
So what, you're going to put your geese all around the center?
I
Is that
am.
what you're doing?
Yes,
Oh,
I
cool.
am. Okay, so we're going to put our geese, our center, in with our lavender, pink, turquoise, yellow. Okay. Then we're going
that
to
order?
find, yes, then we're going to find our purple, red goose. And we're going to put it right here. And we're going to sew this on.
Perfect. Linda, just so happens that we do have some of those chairs, if you are interested. Those drafting chairs are kind of nice. I would recommend coming in and trying it, though, because it does sit a little higher than some of the regular sewing chairs.
And this is where you need your stylus to hold your seams down. Okay, and we're going to boo-booed.
How'd you boo-boo?
I was supposed to put something else on this first. But you know what? It's okay. We're going to do it a different way. All right, so now we're going to find our turquoise and yellow. Does that make sense? Turquoise and yellow. And we're going to flip this off over and sew this on.
Oh, I see what you said when you say
It's in the right place. I just was supposed to add the corners on it, but I'm going to add the corners on the other side.
You know, Linda, I will have to find out. Do you remember what the price of those drafting chairs were at the anniversary event? I will find out for you. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that was
I
a
can't
couple
remember.
months ago.
Yes,
I remember
exactly. That's a
yesterday.
good point. You're right.
Okay, so we're going to put that right there. And then with our other two pieces, we're going to go and find our E blacks. And we're going to put an E square on here, an E square on here, an E square on here, and an E square on here. Now you should have done these on the pieces that I already sewed on, but we're going to make this work because I'm not tearing that out.
Good. I refuse. We're going to just scooch and move.
It all will come out in the same
That's right.
process here, so. This is why you should always read your directions.
Over and over and over.
Okay, put that one there. Get this one sewn.
So where would you put them on the blocks that you already sewn on then?
It would have gone here and here
Okay.
and here and here.
I see.
We're just doing it the opposite way, and it's fine.
And yes, Betty, those clips that she's using, can you hand me one of those
Alpha
real quick?
clips.
Yeah, they're alpha clips. You can just hand me the
here's
bag. That's good.
Yeah, and here's the little clip.
So this is what the tag looks like, and this is the little clippies. Again, they've got two sizes. They've got, these are the mini ones, and then the lane, are you using?
No, I'm using these minis.
Oh, you are using the
Yeah,
minis.
and
Okay.
then there's large.
There's also large ones too. So she is actually using the mini clips, but you can see they've got little letters on all of them to help organize your quilting. So there's an L, there's a V, an R. Okay, we're good. What
Okay.
now?
All right, I'm going to sew this on, but I don't have any clips with me, so I'm not clips. Let me just borrow a clip. I'll just use a clip. You really should have my fork pins for this.
Very important. Fork clips are very important.
But I'll use these.
Annette, the instructions do. We can put the instructions in the kit. Do they come with the kit?
I can put them in there.
Yeah, we could easily put them in there. So, and the backing does not. It's just enough for the quilt top.
That's correct.
It is an 81 by 81 quilt, so it is a pretty large quilt. Yeah, that's a good point. She said, I wish those letters showed up a little better.
You know, take some of your fingernail polish on it or something. But, you know, it's their first round of them. I bet they'll come out with them.
With more
Right.
detail
With
in the
more
letters.
detail, yeah. Because we have all said that. Oops. That's because I didn't have a pin. Let's see.
I could have got some fork pins for you.
Yeah,
You got it?
one more to do. It's fine.
Yay!
Okay, and now I'm going to do this side, but do you see
look at
now
how fun that is.
why the coloring
Yes,
is
it's
so
very important.
I'm just making sure my seams are all going the same way here.
I just
nesting this together. And I know it's harder to see with black fabric. And black
so
thread.
your clips have multi-purpose, huh?
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Makes them worth their pennies. Making sure that's still going the right way.
Our pleasure, Nancy. Thanks for joining us. We're really glad you're here. And it is a beautiful quilt.
Okie dokie.
Look at that.
There is our very, very center square.
Woohoo! Look at how cool that
Woohoo.
is. That's awesome.
And look how
I
beautiful.
just love the way you do like pieces and parts and then you put it all together and it turns out like that. That's so much fun.
And just look how beautiful all those points are. And that's because it's cut so precise.
No, that's because of the sewer.
Yeah, of course. Well, you didn't have to mention that because they all knew it already.
That's right. It's beautiful.
But really, no points were lost anywhere. It's so exciting.
That's awesome.
All right, so we're going to stop here. So this is part A of number 1. And we will grow onto this. We'll probably just do it next week.
And I will definitely have her call you on this.
Anne, is that Anne Dilbeck?
Yes.
Her kit should go out today.
Oh, good. Okay.
Matt took it up, and it is what she requested, the full extra borders.
Oh, good.
She
Okay.
wanted extra borders.
All right. And Anne, I'll still have Elaine call you just to make sure you're all on the same page. I'm going to take you over one more time to show you this gorgeous quilt. Again, you can still join us for this if you want to be in on this series. I think Elaine's going to do it on Tuesdays. How often, Elaine?
Well, till we get it done.
Oh, once a week, though?
Yeah. I mean,
Pretty much?
I've got it.
That's good.
Got it done.
So I think you will love this. And again, it is...
So here it is, and that
Look at
goes
that.
right on point. So, and next week we'll work on these sections here then.
Perfect.
Okay?
All right, everybody.
All righty. Thank you,
Thanks
everybody.
for joining us. Have a great day.
I hope I see you Thursday.
Yay. Bye, everyone.